Next morning, everybody. We will get started in about 8 minutes at 10 minutes past the hour to give people some time to join, and then we will go through everything. Thanks for joining. Look forward to talking to you guys. Hey, everybody. We are going to get started in a minute. We've got a group of people that you guys are familiar with that will be just jumping on right now. So Chris Jingra and his team from Active Team Group. They have a call scheduled at this time as well, and so they're going to. I've just sent them the link, and they're going to be jumping on right now. So we're just going to give them a couple of minutes to jump on, and then we will start rolling through. Good morning, Ruby. Thanks, Samilia. Good job. Good to see you on. All right, we're starting to see everybody jump in. Getting a lot of participants in, which is always good. Hey, Barry. All right. Denise, nice to see you. Kelly Ronson, welcome. It's always good to have good teammates. Can always figure out how to solve a problem. So thank everybody again for being patient, and thank Chris and Tammy and the whole Active team for being accommodating and jumping on over to this call, because we have lots of great things to go over. I know that everybody has at this point probably heard about the developments at Max and things that we've been actively working on over the last year, really, to get all of these things into place, and really putting in a great deal of effort over the last several months. I'll tell you guys about that. But overall, let's just talk about what we're facing as a company. From the corporate perspective and from what's been going on in the field, it's been a very, very challenging year. There's so many things that have come into play that you really couldn't plan for or expect. We had all gone through the COVID crisis, which I know everybody had there were lots of implications with respect to that, lots of things that caused, from supply chain issues to increased inflation in a lot of markets, making us change the way we do business. And coming off of 2 years of that, not really getting the chance to be together and do business the way we're used to doing business, getting together and having events and leading to bigger events, and in that cycle that all of us had become so accustomed to. We had to try to change and do business in a different way during that period of time. And then when we thought we were ready to everybody get back together and resume the way we had been doing things, we come into this global inflation situation and devaluation of a lot of currencies around the world. And so that presented a huge challenge, because we have to figure out how to solve these problems. I mean, it's one thing for us to identify a problem, but it's another thing entirely for us to come up with things that we can do to make the situation better. And so at corporate, we went to work thinking about how do we solve these problems, and how do we continue to provide a great opportunity with the great products that we have. And so we put our thinking caps on and looked at a variety of different things that we could do to make our business last, and to make sure that we continue to provide a platform for our associates to have the opportunity to continue to earn significant incomes. And so sometimes necessity is the mother of invention, and you really have to put your nose to the grindstone to come up with good solutions. So when we were going through our SWOT analysis and looking at our strengths or weaknesses or opportunities, we saw a lot of things that Max does extremely well. And we looked at, of course, our products. Our products haven't changed. The products are are still fantastic. In fact, during the COVID crisis and through the last year, the science continued to produce even more results. And now we're up to 54 peer-reviewed published studies showing the efficacy of ribosine. And so we know that our products are fantastic. But why has the business gone and not continued to expand as we had been pre-COVID? And it really boils down to, you know, the economics of the circumstances that were going on, the ability to reach out and continue our awareness drivers in the manner in which we had been doing things. And so we had to think about, okay, are there other ways for us to utilize the things that are our strengths? One of the other things that is our great strength is we have a huge number of people around the world that are very familiar now with our products after 15 years of all of you guys working very hard, telling people about the products, taking the products. We have an excellent reputation in the markets in which we work, in the markets in which we sell products, that people generally know that Max's products are absolutely excellent. And so people trust them and people will take them, right? And so, you know, the ability to have the infrastructure that we have, having so many people in many different markets around the world, having the ability to pay commissions in each market in which we operate, having the ability to deliver product in so many different markets. These are all infrastructure strengths that we have. And so when we looked at that, we said, okay, are there methods and things that we can do that we can roll out that will add to all of the strengths and the things that we already do very, very well? And so we thought about our different options. We discussed them internally. We discussed them with a number of leaders, as we always have done in the past. And we came up with some really exciting options that will allow people to have continued success and perhaps even more success in the network marketing model, and allow for people to have new opportunities to grow their markets, grow their skill sets around the world. And so with that, I'm going to start to go into the presentation. And what we will do here is I'm going to go through the presentation, and then at the end of this, we will allow for some Q&A, because I know there are a lot of questions about this. So if Tanya, if you would enable the screen sharing, that would be great. And I will pull up our presentation. And so again, we have taken a lot of time to do this. And while the screen sharing is being enabled, we brought on some real fantastic experts that have been helping us out with our ability to develop an affiliate marketing system. We have brought in people who have great knowledge in e-commerce, in training, in working on data analysis, because there's a lot of things that are going to go into making our program world-class and making it successful for everybody that is a part of Max. So that is a critical thing that we are always focused on. How can we make this business better? How can we utilize the strengths that we have to improve things for each of you guys? So let me start this up. Hang on 1 second. So get this going. Okay. All right. Let me just hit this share. Okay. So as we go through this, there are three main things today for all of us to talk about. Number one is that, and I want to make very, very clear to everybody that the strength of our system comes from our network marketing background. It comes from all of our associates that are around the world. And we want to bring you guys something that is in addition to what you are already doing. It is the absolute strength of our organization. And it gives each of us a very, very unique opportunity that as we walk through this, I believe that you will see and be very excited about what the possibilities are for what we can do as a group. So we are investing in upgrades to our virtual office and to our associate system. We understand that we have to improve the shopping experience and the VO and a number of different things, but we couldn't do both improving our system in the network marketing model and launch the new sales channel at the same time. So I want to assure you guys that we will be improving our network system. That is going to happen in 2023. That is one of the major goals. Number two, we're going to talk about the new sales channel that some of you guys are familiar with as we had some presentations in the Philippines and in Malaysia, and some leadership presentations. But we want to walk through the new sales channel and why we're so excited about it and what it can mean for all of you guys. And the third thing is we are refreshing our brand. When we look here at this first slide, we will be moving everything to LiveMax Health and Wellness. LiveMax.com will be our website. And the reason for that is with the rebranding is in this day and age right now, people really can connect with what it means to live well, what it means to live to the max. And when you're talking about health and you're talking about wellness, we think that the name LiveMax will really resonate with people around the world. So we've undergone a very significant effort to rebrand, and that you will see all types of new marketing materials coming out around LiveMax over the next year, starting in 2023. So a lot of things for us to do in terms of preparing for that throughout December as leaders, but understand that the LiveMax name and website is what we will be working with. Now, improving the new sales tools. So this is what we're looking to do on our website. We want to improve our existing sales tools. We've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys about what we can do to improve, making things more mobile friendly, revamping the enrollment, simplified shopping experience, modern payment methods. There's so many different payment methods right now out there that we need to add and make it simpler for people to make purchases, whether it's through PayPal or Venmo or what have you. There are a lot of things that we can add to our present experience to make it better. And I can assure you that the team that has come in recognizes this, and they will be working very, very hard. They've already done 3 months' work in 1 month, so my expectations are quite high for the pace at which they will be able to complete the changes that are necessary in our current system. Now, when we talk about our affiliate opportunity, there are two things here that are very, very distinct. There is a network marketing model of business, and you guys are extremely familiar with that. That is something that relies on person-to-person sales, right? That a person, you talk to them, you develop a trusting relationship, you talk about the things that they need, and then you offer our products to see how they solve a person's issues or help a person with something that they're dealing with. And you develop that relationship through one-on-one meetings and home meetings and then coffee house meetings, and maybe then you invite them to a training or a team meeting. And it's all very person-to-person, developing over time and building a team out in that manner. An affiliate sale is a much more general sale. It's not as specific. We're talking now about trying to appeal to a group of people that you may or may not necessarily know. You may not ever meet these individuals, right? So you now have the opportunity to create social media and sell products to people that are not your next door neighbors, that are, in fact, maybe in a different country, a different continent, that you can reach a broader audience of people with the products that we have. Now, This statistic that the affiliate marketing model right now as an industry is only about $16 billion. Right? We're talking about a very, very big potential for growth. Network marketing, on the other hand, is over 200 billion on a worldwide basis. It's a very big developed industry. It is our belief that you're going to see affiliate marketing explode over the next decade. Now, why do we believe that? We think that when you looked at online sales and e-commerce, and you go back 15 years, 10 years, and Amazon was really starting to roll, and eBay and other forms of e-commerce were really starting to grow. And you had this thing, which is today actually Cyber Monday, or at least it's Cyber Monday for me here in the US and everybody else in Canada. You guys are already in Tuesday for the rest of the globe here. But Cyber Monday used to pale in comparison to Black Friday. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, Cyber Monday overtook Black Friday. In other words, people were buying more things online than they were by going in person to a store. So people have become very, very comfortable with buying things online. And that is certainly the case now, even with things like supplements, which is our major products. So people have grown comfortable with online shopping, and it continues to grow at a very rapid pace. At the same time, when you go back to 2005, 2006, when Facebook came out, and then other means of social interaction came out, social media channels started to come out, Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn, all of these different ways of people connecting. Now it is proliferated and they are everywhere. And there are so many different social channels for people to connect. And now those two channels are starting to come together. And this is where affiliate marketing comes in. People are starting to utilize each of the social media channels to connect to an audience to sell product, right? Those two things, people are going to become very, very comfortable doing as those industries start to merge. And so we think that you're going to see this $15 billion figure explode over the next 5 to 10 years. And it is our plan that all of you guys and Max together, we can become a very significant force in the affiliate marketing industry. And there are particular things that we are going to do that are going to set us aside from the other companies that are going to be participating in this, right? People can easily say, oh, anybody can set up an affiliate marketing company, right? Well, if you go back to the 1990s, anybody could have set up e-commerce, right? Amazon did it. Or anybody could have set up the ability to do search engines, right? But Google is the company that dominates. Amazon and a few others are dominant in e-commerce. Or when they set up social media, anybody can set up a social media company, right? But there are particular things that you have to do that distinguish companies that end up being at the forefront of an industry. So when we look at Max, we as a group have some very, very strong distinctions that are going to set the standard in this new industry. And we will be, if we execute it well, we will be at the top. So let's think about what those things are. Number one, we have a huge team all around the globe, right, that have participated with us in network marketing, right? And again, those are two different things. They're absolutely two different methods of sale. When we are able to bring those people in and be trained, which is something that all of you guys are very, very good at in building teams and teaching people how to translate the skills they have to create a sale, that system is going to work very, very well as we roll this out. Number two, we are going to develop trainings for all of the people that participate with Max. We're going to have very, very strong trainings for people. We're going to have a system for them to plug into to learn how to do this well. I have already mentioned the fact that there are a number of different social commerce sites, social media sites. All of those social media sites are very, very different. If you think about it, I go on different social media as a 55-year-old man than my daughter does as an 18-year-old, right? She goes on sites that I probably don't even know, or uses social media channels that I have no clue even exist, right? And I use different ones, and we all use different social media channels. How to utilize those channels well is a skill. You need to get feedback. You post this type of video on this type of channel at this time, and you have a good chance at developing a sale, right? So how to use the social media properly is something that we'll have to train people. How to develop a message that works, that connects to your audience. And what's very interesting is that each of us have a different type of audience that we can connect to. So one of our strengths is the fact that we have the most fabulous products that raise people's glutathione levels, right? That's a very general message that a lot of us fall back on and we've used over and over again. What we're going to train people to do is to connect to a specific audience, because people are going to need to know what does this product do for me specifically that meets a need or an interest. So if I am going to be developing media, which you guys will absolutely see, because we're going to allow all of our great employees at Max to participate in this program, I am going to develop a video that talks to people like me that I can relate to. That is executives over 50 who are under a lot of pressure and dealing with a lot of stress, but want to remain active in their physical life and stay in shape. And so I can develop a message for that group of people very well, because I can talk to them. Now I have to relate to them in a way that tells them, hey, by taking Cellgevity, you know, I still can run 3 to 5 miles a day. And I look at my friends and they can't do that, right? Whatever that message is. And then I'll learn how to post it, how to light it. All of these things are skills that we are going to teach you. And we have, again, brought on some absolutely outstanding experts in e-commerce and social media that we're going to have a platform for all of our associates to plug into so that they can develop messaging at the top of their ability, and they can connect to people in different markets to sell product. Now, when we look at our active associates, and we're talking particularly here about the U.S. marketplace, right now, and I'm talking about over the last several years, when we look at people that we have to reach out immediately, and I want you guys, I know you guys know what our products, what they cost. If we look at 304,000 people in the North American market that have interacted with Max, purchased a Max product over the last 3-4 years, we're talking about 304,000 people that are no longer active, right? And we're talking about reaching out to those individuals in a time where they are keenly aware of the need to stay healthy, right? So that's essentially our beginning warm market. But there is so much more for us to reach out to over the next year. When we think about what this means for our associates, right, the people who have been in our company on a global basis, the statistics say in network marketing generally, 97% of the people who join a network marketing company never even earn a commission. And that's for a variety of different reasons, right? People come in very enthusiastic, but then they don't take the steps that are necessary. Or in our case, people would tell us that the compensation plan was too complicated. I couldn't figure out. I recruited somebody. I didn't get a commission. For a variety of different reasons. But what we want to do as a group is get people active. If we get people active and they're doing something that they find a little bit of success at, then they're more likely to take another step, right? And if we can move people from our groups from 3% activity to 15%, to 20%, we're talking about a lot more positive results, because the more people take action, the more activity people do, the better the results will be. So if we take our associates, all of the people that you guys are working with, your teams, and we teach them how to utilize this system, and we get more than 3% active, every single person that is inactive that we get to participate in this program builds the organization, builds your organizations, builds the commissionable sales, all of those things, because we're doing a system that is as simple as we teach people how to create a post. If the post then generates a sale, they get paid a commission. Very, very simple. It's no more complicated than what I just said. Help people learn how to use social media, create a post, sell a product, get paid a commission. That is so much easier for people. And the way we have designed this program, it will help the network grow. And here's why. These are the tiers that we've come up with for the affiliate program. Now, this was largely developed from feedback that you guys had given us, that the leaders had given us back from when we started putting this commission platform together back in October. It was said that, okay, let's see how we can involve the associates as much as possible and give them something that is very strongly incentivizing. And so what we came up with was a first level affiliate in our program is going to receive a 20% commission on their sales, so long as they have 50 PV in the network marketing model. And we're going to do this exclusive commission payout for only our associates, only our active associates in the month of December, right? So we're starting out with a very big promotion, and they will lock in that 20% for as long as they stay active with 50 PV, right? So this is very critical, right? So what that means is we can reach out to every single inactive person in our organizations and say to them, Max is bringing to the plate a new system for us that is going to allow us the opportunity to sell products outside of our country. We're going to start with the United States in particular. That will be our focus. And then we will move to markets like the UK, Canada, France, people that we otherwise wouldn't be able to reach. And if we are active with 50 PV, right, we're going to get paid at a higher commission rate for as long as we stay active. So that promotion is 20% for the affiliate and 5% for the sponsor. Now, after the promotion period ends, then you're looking at the commission structure that you see on your left, and the light teal colored column, and then the sort of red column here. So one of the issues that people had come to us and said that we've heard in market after market is, I can't afford the product, so if I can't pay for the products, then I can't get a commission. And so we think it's important that we give opportunity to everybody. So what we're going to do there is, once we open this system up past this promotion period, anybody will be able to work. Everybody in the Max world will be able to come in and earn 10%, which is kind of the standard commission when you look at affiliate marketing, right? So that requires no purchases. It just means that a person can come in and start to earn money by following our system and working with us. But to keep the incentives in the right place, if people are active, have an active monthly subscription, they will be able to earn 15% right away and a 2% matching payout to their sponsor. So those are the commission payouts, and we can go over them in detail later. So again, the rollout is going to be during the month of December. This is our exclusive launch window, and we're really focusing on our Max associates. We want the active associates to be able to lock in those higher level commissions. That is the 20% and the 5%, right? So again, this is available only for associates with 50 PV. So we have a huge incentive to contact all of the inactive folks that we know and talk about this program. And one of the very exciting things about this, and this is because of the strength of our infrastructure, we are giving people the opportunity to sell products into the US and get paid in US dollars, right? Almost every country in the world, if you look at what's happened to your currencies around the globe as compared to the US dollar, is that it has declined greatly, which has been very, very tough on everyone because all of the products are so much more expensive. Inflation is really setting in around the world. And the US government has announced that they're going to be, the Federal Reserve has announced it's going to continue to raise interest rates in the US, which does not bode particularly well for foreign currencies. It means that they are likely to continue to decline. So we have to bring an opportunity to people to earn money in a currency that is stable and strong. And this is one way that we can do it. Because we have an infrastructure that allows us to deliver products in so many different places around the world, we also have the ability to pay commissions in each of those markets, which means if you are an associate in the Philippines and you develop some great marketing material and you sell product in the US, let's say you develop and you sell $1,000 of product, you will get paid if you are active during the month of December, you will get paid $200, right? Now we can either, if your country allows for a PayPal and we can deposit that $200 into your account, then we will deposit the $200 into your account. If it does not allow for such a system, then we will pay you the US dollar equivalent in your currency. So in either case, whether you get the US dollars in a PayPal account or another system, or you get paid your commissions in your currency, but in a US dollar equivalent, that is a tremendous hedge against inflation for each of you. And that is a very real big opportunity. So when we talk about why do I think that this is such a great thing for people in trying to sell product into the US market? Well, this is why. And this is something that the type of data that the new teams here at Max are going to be providing you while you guys are working in the affiliate marketing. When we look at the US baby boomers, there are about 80 million US baby boomers. They own 63% of all US financial assets, with only 10% of the marketing dollars being directed at this group. And right now, just about 40% of them are looking online for ways to stay healthy. In fact, their number one concern is remaining independent. They don't want to become dependent on other people. And I think there are a number of reasons for this. When we all went through the COVID crisis, the US was hit particularly hard, and it hit people over 70 incredibly hard. And that group of people, the people over 70, over 80, those were the parents of the baby boomers. And we got to watch those people really deal with some very hard things through COVID. So all of a sudden, staying healthy became primary importance. It was even higher than financial stability. People want to remain healthy. And we, of course, have the absolute best supplements to help people stay healthy. And we know this, it's scientifically proven. So what we have to do is teach our people how to reach this audience. And this is a hugely diverse group of people. So we will have to develop lots of different messaging, and we will have to be very targeted in terms of what we do. But the market is there, and the need is there, and the affordability is there. People can afford to buy these products, and they can afford to buy them at full value. So when we get started, We are going to, again, to make sure that we are generating a high commission rate, we're going to be suggesting that the products are be sold. Manufacturer's suggested retail price on these products is $108 US, which is also, of course, your commission base. That price, we will have, from time to time, we will have specials, and we will have all types of maybe of discounts and sales, that we can utilize here to attract people to sell products. But the bottom line is we're going to be selling products at a price that is going to generate significant commissions. And so, when you look at 20% of 108, you're talking just around $21.75 or something like that per bottle of Celgevity. But when we're talking about selling to an audience of 80 million people that are looking for these products, and we're the only ones, we are the only company in the world with proven technology, proven science for raising glutathione levels, we're looking at a very willing audience that will be willing to pay the price for the very best products in the world. And then we are going to expand this. And I want you guys to think about this in terms of the future. Once we have this system absolutely baked in, that we are absolutely at the number one in terms of training, number one in terms of data gathering, data analysis, because one of the things that our data team is going to be focused on doing is analyzing your post and giving you guys direct feedback to say how they can improve. This is the number of people that clicked on your post. This is the number of people that viewed your post. Perhaps you'd be better posting it at this time on this channel, and that'll make it more effective. There's going to be a continuous feedback from us to you to help make these sales better, to help make and improve your process. That system, as we do that, we're going to bring in more and more opportunities to sell a variety of different things. So picture it that Max has gone from a company that we are focused solely on the selling of nutritional supplements to having 150,000 active sellers of multiple things around the world. That is going to be phenomenal. So, for example, once we have 54 peer-reviewed studies that show in animal models that our products raise glutathione levels, right? What happens when we take those products and develop, say, a pet product? Now, in many of your markets, selling supplements that help a pet stay healthy may not be at the top of the priority list in your particular country. But I can tell you that in the United States, the single most loyal purchaser in the world are U.S. dog owners. U.S. dog owners will spend almost any amount to keep their dogs healthy. They will buy supplements. They will take them for medical treatments. They will spend a fortune. So while that may not be a particular product that is useful in a particular market where that is not a priority for people, we're going to bring that opportunity to you to be able to sell that type of product into a market that really, really wants it and really, really needs it. Now, as we develop that, there are a ton of other companies that are small companies that can't, perhaps can't afford big marketing schemes and big marketing advertising, and they will come and they will look to us to sell their products and help them develop sales. We will have a humongous sales force that has been well trained, that understands how to use social media, that will have the data that they need to develop the particular marketing campaigns to be successful, which means that we will have the ability to provide more and more people the opportunity to sell products into markets that they would never, ever have the ability to do, but for the fact that you guys have brought them into Max and brought them to this great opportunity. So as we build out, I expect to see that $15 billion market in affiliate marketing really burgeon and really grow. very, very fast. And I believe that if we all work together, we're going to have an absolute world-class company, and we will be the leaders in the affiliate marketing world because we have a global sales force that you guys are leading that is going to be well-trained and excited to take advantage of all the opportunities that'll be coming throughout this year, the rest of this year, and on into 2023. So that is the presentation, and that's the direction that we are going. And so I'm super excited about all of the things that we're going to be able to do. And I'm looking forward to working with you guys, continuing to get your feedback, and especially in terms of, developing the proper training, developing the right systems, so that we can make this platform the best in the world. Because again, when I look back at all of the growth of the industries in e-commerce and social media, we have that opportunity right now as an organization and as a group of people, because we are in a very unique position of having tremendous relationships with our teams, and we've always brought opportunity where we can, and we're going to continue to do that. And here we are with the opportunity to present people with something that can truly have a huge impact on their lives. So thank you guys very much. If you have some questions, I will please just raise your hand in the chat and I will open up your mic. All right. Let me see if I can. Okay, hang on one second. Tanya, would you be able to click on the mics of the attendees so that they have the opportunity to speak or ask questions? Thank you. All right, well, let's start with Chris and Tammy.
Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you and the support team for putting this together, being innovative and being able to adjust to the new times. It is very, very exciting, and we're very grateful. I also want to give my greetings to the wonderful, beautiful people of the Philippines. And I want to thank also our Canadian and American team. As you know, we had to merge with your call here, Joe, and I really appreciate you doing this. And I'm sure, Joe, you've mentioned it here at the beginning, but I know a lot of folks kind of came in the middle of your discussion, and I'm not sure if they saw the beginning. As you know, we're obviously a network marketing company, and we're adding a new segment to provide another opportunity for associates or anybody that's interested to be part of this affiliate program. The fact remains is whatever we have, what we've built together is not changing. Am I correct, Joe? Everything remains the same. The network marketing component remains the same. And it's just that we're adding this affiliate program. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. And it is one of those things where people, we need as leaders, right? And we have to try to provide opportunity for our people, right? I think that is something that is incumbent upon us to try to find solutions to problems that people are experiencing. And we want to do so in a manner that doesn't take away from the things that people have worked so hard to do. And so we are, as you know, we've collaborated with a number of our leaders to think about the different opportunities that we have to do that, to make sure that we are building upon our strengths and not taking away from what people have worked so hard to do. And when we look into the future, all of us are saying, okay, we have to do something, right? There's always a risk there's as big a risk in doing nothing sometimes as taking an action. And I think the world is moving in this direction. And I don't think that the two things cross, because they are very different methods of sale. And if we utilize our strengths, which is our networking, our training, our relationship building, building teams, that can easily lead into the building of the best sales force globally, which means that we can bring in a multitude of different opportunities to people if we are able to continue to build upon the principles that we've built Max. So,
Okay, brilliant. And the last question I have here, Joe, and maybe some others will also have that question. In the North American market, we have Amazon. That is a direct competition with people that are underselling the product that Max, the prices that we have as associates. And I know that you've answered that question this morning with the African presentation you did for the team. I believe it was the Nigeria and Ghana team that was there. Do you mind just kind of clarifying that the same answer here?
Sure, not a problem. So yeah, Amazon has been a very difficult problem. And so what we are doing now is Amazon recently came to us because for a number of years they were recruiting Max to sell our products directly on Amazon, which we didn't really want to do unless they would give us all of the people's names that are currently selling products online there. So recently we spoke to them about us going back online, and now they've changed the policies and they're willing to work with us to remove all of the undersellers, which means that we would have control of the price. And that will make a very, very big difference. So we will be able to address that by selling products online on Amazon, but we will be selling them at a price that will not cause competition.
Absolutely. And thank you for the answer, Joe. Really appreciate that. And again, thank you for giving us an opportunity to join in on this call here this evening. Back to you.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you guys that jumped onto the call. Okay, let's go to Elizabeth Salomo. Elizabeth, you got your hand up? Okay, Elizabeth, if Elizabeth is unable to unmute, then Lucy, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yeah, yes, I am. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Lucy. How are you?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joe. I just wanted, all those sales will appear in the virtual office. Will we see that the people made some sale?
Great question. So we are going to have, there are going to be two different systems. You will have two VOs essentially. You'll have a virtual office for your network, and then you will have a different back office for your affiliate.
Okay.
The two systems will not be connected at all.
Okay. And will there be an event training?
Yes, we will have a lot of training going on, especially throughout December, but that's going to be one of the ongoing efforts to build more and more training and a system and platforms for people to learn throughout the year.
I was thinking about French speaking. Excuse me.
Oh, French.
Yes, French.
Yeah, eventually we will hit each of the languages as we continue to build it out. So
okay, thank you. And the last, maybe at the end of the question, if you can give us an update about MaxATP.
I don't have an update for this call, unfortunately.
Okay, because we are missing it since September now.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Merci.
Thank you, Lucy. Kelly Ronson.
Hi, Joe. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Oh, great, thanks. So, completely agree with everything that you've mentioned in the call. I think that any company now has to be very strategic in terms of moving to solutions. With any of the challenges that we're having. So I kind of see it as a hybrid model where it actually might enhance the networking model as well. The question is, will associates have that additional commission on an ongoing basis as they continue to build their affiliate program as well?
So if you're building on the network side, you'll be paid from that side. If you're building on the affiliate side, you get paid from the affiliate side. What we've done to try to incentivize and build some CV, PV in the network side is this promotion that we're having to say, hey, if you're active with 50 PV during the month of December, you're an active Max associate on the network side, you're going to qualify for the higher percentage payout for as long as you remain active, right? So we're trying to utilize the new system to help stimulate activity and growth in the network model.
Okay, so it is specific to the promotion only, and then it
Yes.
runs on two separate, okay, all right,
Yes.
thank you. That's all I had, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Marie
Yes.
Paul?
Yes, thank you for doing this, Joe. Couple of questions. One that refers back to what Lucy was mentioning, if they were going to be the two websites or the two platforms going to be interconnected, you said no. However, would it be possible to have a link from one to the other that we don't have to get out, we just have to click the link and we're in our other platform?
Well, I'll talk to Jason. Jason Pace, I believe, is on this call tonight, so he can answer that. I think that is possible. I don't want to speak for him, but I believe we could probably have a link between the two.
Okay. The other question I have, it's in relation to the commission tiers affiliate program. You have the one on the left, which is anyone, then the subscription customer, then the associate. Are these one on top of the other, or they're separate on their own and we only get paid at the 20% or at the 15% or at the 10%?
Yeah, they are separate and distinct.
Okay. Okay. So if the second one and the third one, the sponsor gets a 2% commission or 2%. I'm not sure I'm quite understanding, but we'll have more training. But the first one, which is anyone, and there's no percentage on the level 2 payout.
Right.
Is this where Max generates revenue from?
Oh, absolutely. So we have to strike. What we have to do is always try to strike a balance between what we pay out for expenses, and of course, commissions are an expense, and then what we are reinvesting back into the system, right? So the typical way a network marketing company works is you pay out the vast majority of your commissions, of your marketing dollars in commissions. And the network marketers then go and do the promotions, right? In an affiliate model, to be successful, we have to reinvest money back into general education, back into other types of marketing to raise awareness. It's not strictly relying upon the affiliate to do the marketing. It's a more there's a lot more investment that we have to make to drive different awareness. And so we're going to be doing those things. We're going to be, you're going to see that we are going to have a whole series of promotional campaigns that'll be going on across different markets to raise people's awareness and education about the need for glutathione. And what we want to create there is an environment that creates softer sales, that it becomes easier for people to see what we're doing, right? And the more you repeat a message to people, the more, whether it's true or not, the more they believe it, right? So we want to take the some of the revenue that we are going to generate here and reinvest it back into awareness driving campaigns across North America, across Australia, in Europe, everywhere that we are, as we continue to roll out the platform.
Okay. And the last question I have is for me to better understand the relation between the second one and the third one. So if you're a subscription customer, does that mean that, okay, you need to be an affiliate, but not necessarily a Max associate? as long as you are an affiliate on a monthly subscription.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let me pull up. Let me
these are
pull that
not
up.
associates.
Let me pull that up for you. Right. And we do have some flexibility with respect to this, right? So that, this program, can you guys see my screen again?
Yeah. Not
Okay.
fully, but, yeah.
So we can utilize a number of different things in the development of this, because the programming on the affiliate program is a lot easier than what you have to do with the network marketing model. So we can have this be active associates with 50 PV as a program, which we do for right now on the right with 20% and 5%. Again, that's going to help build the network model. Right now, we have it that affiliate must be active on a monthly subscription. That can probably be in either program, in either the network program or in the affiliate model. But what we're trying to do here is get people to be actively using the product and generating either CV or a payout. And so there'll be flexibility with respect to what we can do to incentivize people in both or either system.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Jim Stravaglia has his hand raised. President Jim, please unmute yourself and ask your question. All right, we'll come back to Jim. Marissa Cruz, if you would unmute yourself. Okay, maybe Marissa doesn't have a question. Sylvie, is Sylvie able to, are you able to unmute? All right. Is anybody able to unmute if they have a question?
Yes, Joe.
Hey, Bernie, how are you?
Yeah, I have a question a while ago, but it already raised up. So about the training, I'm glad that you're gonna provide training for all the countries, right? That is,
Absolutely.
and we're excited to for that training. We want to learn more about this affiliate thing. I always hear this everywhere, but I don't know how does it work.
Yeah. How will the training work, or how does the
affiliate thing? So the training will be a great help that you will provide. And thank you for that, sir.
You're welcome. We will have great training. We have Alex Myers on the call tonight, but he's a little under the weather, but he will be one of the great experts in helping us put together the training platform. He has worked with a number of companies in putting these programs together. And so we're going to people who have real expertise in doing this and making sure that we have great training.
Thank you for that, Sir Joe.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Bernie. All right. Do we have any other questions from you guys? I'm sure that there'll be questions as
I do.
things. Okay, go ahead. Who is
I do,
this?
Joe. It's Marie Paul.
Hey, Marie.
You mentioned that throughout December until the end of the month, in December, you will be getting this program ready to be launched in January. Is that the launch date?
Oh no, we're launching on December 1.
Oh, December 1. Okay, wonderful.
Yes,
Thank you.
we are ready to rock and roll. The promotion for December, we are really putting it out there because we want to give our active associates the opportunity to participate and to lock in those higher commissions. We want our leaders to be calling the inactive people, reaching out to the people in their teams to talk about the new system and get them moving again. Because I always, there's that old physics principles that a body in motion tends to stay in motion. Bodies at rest tend to stay at rest. If we can get people working again in either system, it's likely to spill over to both systems because they're different and they'll work different. And people will have skill sets that adopt to one or adopt to the other. The main thing for all of us is to get people moving and get people active, helping them find a way to be successful because they'll now have more options for how to do this.
One last question. I don't think you mentioned any cost or any investment on the associate part. What would that be?
It's really simply to participate. I mean, staying active as with your product purchases that you guys make, but there's no fee other than your usual enrollment fee or your annual fee, right? That's the normal thing.
Okay.
And so no, there's not going to be a giant bill that comes to you.
Okay.
Join.
And one last one. Training. When will it start? September 1st.
Yeah, we will put together a training schedule, and that we'll get that out. We'll coordinate it with all the leaders and you guys, of course, and have that out.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Because he's just wired to do the right thing.
Beth Stone, welcome.
Yes, Joe, thank you. You mentioned that the MSRP for Celgevity is going to be 108. My question is, are you changing the loyalty price of Celgevity?
No.
Okay, thank you.
People were in and out of the lineup for centering time.
Hi, Joe. It's Janet. Can you hear me?
Janet,
How are you?
you want to talk about, everybody want to talk about somebody who is really great on Instagram? Janet, boy, your posts are fantastic. So I know that this hits right up your alley.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited about this incentive program. Now, this affiliate program, would you say that this is otherwise known as social selling or social retail? Because when I open up my Instagram, I'm seeing a lot of other companies, like people using this, I guess, this technology, like this method of how they relay the message. So it seems really appealing on a business aspect. Like that's how they advertise this type of business model. So could we call this social selling or social retail?
You can, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, we see it's all over. It's all over Instagram, as you pointed out, and and a number of different people and companies are attempting to utilize this, and I think that it presents our company in particular with such a tremendous opportunity because of the number of people that we can coordinate, we can train, and we can develop messaging for. That we can really become a leader in this, new industry.
Yes, I think it's going to be a good stepping stone to get into Max International. Like it'll be a big appeal, and then that'll eventually lead into associateship. So it gives people more options as they get into the company. So I think this is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Barry.
Yes. Hi, Joe. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Excellent. Typically in an affiliate marketing or affiliate program, when you put out a post with your affiliate link and the sale is generated from that link, that customer is then permanently attached to you. Is that going to be the case where if they purchase a second time a month down the road, you'll still get the credit for that sale?
Yep.
Excellent.
And this is one of the great things for us and for you guys and for the people that we're going to bring into the company is that is exactly the case. And we're dealing with a product that, as all of us know, people are you take our products and then you don't have them, there's a problem. And, people are going to be buying our products over and over and over again. And so, when we look at that and we make our system a bit simpler for people to participate with this program, it really is a great way to get them started, to get people in and be able to participate, to be able to do something that they can understand and do easily. And once they're there and have that success, because you're talking about products that are on a subscription, we're more likely to get them to do a lot of other things and be interested in doing more. And so I think it'll be a tremendous thing to watch people build. We had
So in the transition, I guess, as an associate that brought on a new customer through our affiliate program, are we then going to be able to, let's say, contact them and say, you've been using the product for 2 months. Are you interested in getting the product at a lower price by becoming an associate or a preferred customer on the networking side? Is that something that
Yes,
that makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So what we will be doing is, there'll be a checkbox that people will be able to check if they want to be contacted. What we want to do is maximize the experience that a customer wants to have.
Okay.
What we don't want to do is have them come and buy the products and then contact them if they don't want to be contacted. If that's not the experience that they are looking for, then we will honor that.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that when we send the products to them that we can't have little things in there to say, do you want to be contacted, or take the opportunity to market to them, or if they click on something else, there'll be multiple opportunities for them to give us permission.
I see. Okay. And last thing, the max.com, will that go away altogether, or it will be always max.com as well as LiveMax?
We're going to transition to livemax.com.
Okay.
Away from max.com.
All right. Perfect. Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hey, hi. Yeah, I'm good. With regard to this affiliate program via social media, so it seems like at the present moment it's only focused in the United States. So since it's a social program, it should be worldwide, right? So when will that be?
Yeah, so for other markets, the way that we're going to roll it out will be based upon the strength of the currencies in each of the markets. Because one of the huge benefits here is the ability to hedge a currency. So if we were to open this program up in Ghana, it wouldn't make a lot of sense right now, because the currency is declining consistently. And so there's really no hedge on inflation by buying product in a country where the currency is devaluing rapidly. So we will roll the program out based upon the strengths of the respective currencies, the ease with which our IT team can integrate the warehouses. And, so that's kind of the method that we're looking at. So when you're looking at, we're looking at Canada, that warehouse we should be able to integrate pretty quickly. The UK and France, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand. It's that sort of IT, that sort of financial analysis that we're doing, and then combine that with the complexity of the warehousing system.
So Malaysia at the moment will definitely be out of the picture.
I'm sorry, Rachel?
So Malaysia will be out of the picture for a long time. Is that
I don't think Malaysia will be out of the picture for a long time. But we'll let you know as we go through each of our systems.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, there's another question from Jim Stravelia. He was not able to unmute. So his question here, and correct me on the chat, Jim, if I'm wrong. You mentioned here that will non-open market be able to sell through the affiliate program before Max is open, or will they have to wait for Max to be open in these markets? And Jim, correct me if I need some clarity.
Okay. So if we don't have the ability to pay a commission in a market, that's really the rate limiting factor, right? So let's say somebody is in Brazil, country that we're not in. If we don't have an ability to pay that person a commission, then we won't be able to have them participate, right? The affiliate program, in terms of how it is open, is really based upon where the customer is. Can Max deliver a product to a customer in that market? If we can do that, then we have the capacity to have the affiliate program working. But if a person joins Max and as an affiliate and they're in a market where we can't pay them a commission, that's a problem. And I'd say that it's not going to be available to them.
I guess if they're able to to deal with PayPal, then it's a non-issue. That's really the question.
That's really the rate limiting factor. Yes.
Okay. There's another question here for Miriam. I guess some folks having a hard time with unmuting. It says, my concern is that the training might be also done in French language. I know Lucy asked for that because there's people in Congo and everything else that they may want to learn this affiliate marketing program. So in other words, she's asking if those trainings in seminar will be done also in French.
Yeah, you said yes.
Yeah, we certainly hope to make sure that, we are addressing the needs of each of our associates. And we're in Cameroon, we're in Cote d'Ivoire, we're in Canada. We recognize that we have a lot of French speakers, and we certainly would want to provide them with training.
Yeah, I know you've answered that. I was just trying to respect the question of Miriam.
No problem. No problem.
Sorry, Joe, can you hear me? That's Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
You were talking about if somebody in Brazil, so does it mean that it could be sent anywhere in the world?
The example I was giving was, Jim had asked, okay, in markets where Max is not open yet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I chose Brazil. We're not open in Brazil. We don't deliver product there, right?
But would
If
Amazon would?
Yeah, well, that's up to Amazon, but I know that we don't.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
So the question is could a person who lives in Brazil participate in affiliate marketing? And my answer to that is if we can pay them a commission, well, sure. But because we don't have a bank account in Brazil at the moment, so we don't have a branch. So there is no way for us to guarantee that I can pay that person a commission. However, if they have a PayPal account in Brazil and they register as a Max affiliate and we can deposit a commission into their PayPal account, I can't see why we wouldn't accept them.
Mm-hmm. So Europe and UK and France, and it would be the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be the
Thank
same.
you. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Joe, can you hear me? It's Lucy Porter.
How are you, Lucy?
Hey, Joe, I want you to know that I am just off the wall here right now. Tammy, if you're still here, you know that I've been working since the pandemic on trying to figure out how to create a marketing with lead magnets leading into landing pages, driving them to webinars, even to 90-day challenges, or following up with email sequences. I am so excited about this. You have no idea. Tammy, 2 years. Somebody's got this. Yay.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned this, and this is a point that I missed that I should have mentioned. So the new team that's on board is going to help us develop landing pages for particular groups of people that we market to, right? So in other words, an athlete that you market product to would like to land on a landing page that deals and gives information that an athlete would be concerned with. A person who is, in my category of people, my demographics, I want to land on a different page. So as time passes and as we develop this system, we're going to be able to develop landing pages that your links will tie into, and you can send a particular advertisement that you want to drive a group of people to this landing page as opposed, landing page A as opposed to landing page B, right?
That's right. Yeah, really and your lead magnet, which can be a clickbait, whatever it may be, even a short video, they're all very different because they are targeting a specific audience. So this is so exciting. Now, my question to you is, as someone mentioned earlier, that if we wanted to follow up with them, now that system where someone can decide, click in the box, yes, I want to receive some further emails or not. Do we have access to that email list or that email address specifically?
Yeah. So, and this is going to be something that we'll be developing as we move forward. all of these things are going to be centered around privacy laws, right? And what information we're allowed to give. And if you've recruited somebody through the affiliate program and they say, yes, I'd like to be contacted, we will absolutely be giving it to the people that created the contact.
Beautiful, beautiful. Because building the email list is even bigger now than social media.
Yeah.
Unless you have a Facebook group or you're very popular on LinkedIn. My experience. Yeah. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Thanks for having me, Sammy.
No problem. Mr. Sarmiento, the GM of Vice President of Asia, Joey's hand is up. Are you able to unmute, Joey?
Yes, Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Thank you for sharing this exciting program with everyone.
You're welcome.
I'm sure people in Asia are excited to get started with this. So maybe just for the clarification for everyone, and please correct me if I just want to make sure that everyone understands it very clearly, that this program is open to all associates starting December. So
Yes.
for instance, for associates in the Philippines, in Malaysia, they can start this program in December, but initially they can sponsor customers under the affiliate program in the US.
That's correct.
But the other thing, the other important thing is for them to maximize the program, to be able to qualify for the highest tier, which is the 20% and 5%, they have to make sure that they are active in December to lock
That is-
in that
That is
highest tier.
correct. Yes,
Okay.
and remain active with the 50.
And remain active.
Yeah, with 50 PV. Again, we're not putting the bar high, right? We're asking people to be active. Use, buy one product that everybody needs. We're trying to keep the barrier to entry as low as possible. One of the things that we always want to do is have people participate, have people be active, get to use our products, and then participate in this fabulous business opportunity. So, as we are promoting it throughout December, there are a lot of people that we know have dropped off, and this is a great way for all of us to bring them back and show them something that Max is doing in each of our communities that is a real business opportunity and something that is going to grow and that we're going to build upon. And so I think that there's a great opportunity for all of us to reach back out to people.
So I think that's very important. So if we know associates or downlines who have been inactive but may be interested to participate in this affiliate program, so the best time to reactivate them is this December, so they can take advantage of the promotion.
Yes, and lock in those higher commissions, right? It's a big deal. Because 5% is a big number.
Yes,
for 50 PV, that's a big number.
Yep. And as long as they continue to be active, they're locked in
That's
that
correct.
tier.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Joe.
You're welcome, Joey. See you, Joey.
Thank you, Joe.